Hi there. In this week's Life and Career Corner, I have the opportunity to chat with entrepreneur and extreme sports lover Alex Charlton of DS1 Design. Alex, welcome to this week's Life and Career Corner update.
Hi there, Steffi. It's great to be here.
Well, Alex, I've always admired that when I've talked to you, sometimes you're off to do some flying or do some karate. And talk to me about the link between being an entrepreneur and a lover of extreme sports.
Well, I think both come with a certain amount of technical knowledge, at least in my business and the sports that I choose. And they both come with a large amount of risk as well. And as we know, with great risk comes great rewards. So being an entrepreneur, there is a lot of risk, and it also can be very rewarding as well. So I think that's why my personality and my lifestyle is really drawn to those two things. And whether it certainly one supports each other too.
Certainly it does. Talk to me about what's exciting for you about your business and what DS1 Design does.
Well, I've always been very passionate about creativity and technology. So, I try to work hard and play hard, but they say if you love what you do, you never really work a day in your life. So I certainly find the business very rewarding, and I love the work we do, and I really enjoy the relationships with my clients that I've built as well.
Yes, you're very good at that. You always take the time for my silly questions about web design. By the way, Alex designed Steffi Black Coaching and many other great sites. Alex, talk to me a little bit about finding the time for running your own business and how working first for a large business, you were at Merritt's Canada before, gave you some insight in what you'd say to people thinking about going out on their own.
Well, certainly it is. It did take a lot of time, at least in the beginning, and I would spend a lot of time after my day job building the technology, researching the technology, and building the client base. Really, while I was working at Merritt's Canada, that was also an invaluable experience for about 5 years, and kind of seeing how the real world worked and not operating from a bubble. So the knowledge and level of professionalism and everything from that I really try to bring into my my business on a day-to-day basis as well. And it definitely helped.
So it informs you. So it's probably a good thing for people thinking of doing their own thing to get some experience with a big company too.
Absolutely. I mean, just working with the company at that size and that level and the size of the projects, it gives you that understanding that you really couldn't learn any other way.
Let's talk your other passion, high-impact sports. What's the first thing that attracted you to as a young person? You in college doing all your video games you've mentioned before.
Well, we talked a lot about time, the time starting at college and the video games and the assignments and, working on my own blog, my own CRM application in the evenings. So it really was a lot of time. Even some of my hobbies were on the computer, some audio engineering, some gaming, like you said. And it came to a point where I just spent too much time on the computer, and I was watching these videos. I don't know if that might have been before YouTube, but I was watching videos and watching content about extreme sports, and figured, hey, why not get it and do it, and have that time in my life that's well, first and foremost for fitness, but also just not screen time and kind of really just out there enjoying the world too. What
has extreme sports done for you personally? Pushed you
to the previous point, it's brought a level of balance, right? It's brought I love the technology, I love what I do, but I love that that's for work, and that's to some extent compartmentalized. Extreme sports is rewarding. It's a light at the end of the tunnel, and it's just I find it very fulfilling, and I do a variety of things just to kind of keep it interesting and have new experiences all the time, because I believe having new experiences all the time is important.
You've done karate. You have your black belt in karate. You recently got your pilot's license. Tell me about some of the other high-impact sports that you've liked over your life career.
Well, extreme and high-impact, I've done a lot of scuba diving, dove extensively throughout the Caribbean, and logged about 3,000 minutes. Now, scuba diving, you kind of hope it's not high impact, and we say the same thing about flying. We hope it's not high impact, but I try to mountain bike.
That's right. I wouldn't want to be on that way.
You hope not, but that's on the more kind of technical risk mitigation side. But I have done some skydiving, and I try to do mountain biking fairly regularly. And the past few years, I've got into kite surfing as well. So kite surfing is going to give you physical, mental, pretty high impact workout.
Certainly is. Tell us what advice you give for people who are starting their own businesses, but also making sure they find the time for things that challenge them in another way.
Right. Well, just to continue the previous point as well, find the time when I am doing those sports and I have that different level of focus, whether consciously or subconsciously, it's taking time to reflect on your business. And you might, mountain bike in the morning, you might sort out your day in your head and be able to approach things with a lot more control. Karate being a high impact sport, being that anticipation, you could put that into a meeting situation. You could put that into a teleconference situation. You could put that into a pitch situation, be able to be cool under the pressure, or under those elements being out on the water as well. So you can certainly take that time to reflect and build life skills that you can apply to business or communication scenarios as well.
Exactly. I totally agree. And it's great to chat with you as an entrepreneur of DS1 Design about your passion for your work and your passion for high impact sports. It's a great way to live your life. So Alex Charlton of DS1 Design, tell us how people can find out more information about your company before we say goodbye today.
If you want to find out more about DS1 Design and the technologies that we're working with and some of our great clients, such as Steffi Black, you can find us at www.ds1design.com. Thanks so much for having me today, Steffi. That was a lot of fun.
Alex, a real pleasure. That's your this week's Life and Career Corner update. Thanks again, Alex Charlton.
Take care.